These items, which as you can see, are attached, which would make them what? They would make them coverage A, right? So they're covered under coverage A. They're attached. But the loss settlement is going to be actual cash value on these items, these 6 items. Awnings, carpeting, household appliances, outdoor antennas, and outdoor equipment. Or is that 5? That's 5. So these 5 items. So those 5 things are going to be what? Actual cash value, even though they're coverage A. Let's take a look at a question. Quentin has a standard HO3 policy with no endorsements. Meaning what? It's just a standard policy.
Right.
Assuming appropriate insurance to value, meaning there's no co-insurance penalty, loss to which one of the following items would be settled on the basis of its replacement cost?
C.
Awnings. No. Let's read the list again. One more time. The 5 items that are going to be what?
Actual cash value.
Are?
Awnings.
There you go. Okay, one more. Let's read the list again. Okay. Is what? Let's read, start from the beginning. Start from the beginning.
Awnings, carpeting, household appliances, outdoor antennas, outdoor equipment.
All right. Let's look at the question one more time.
Yeah.
All right.
Of the replacement cost.
What's going to be replacement? Not the awnings.
Right. Not, and one of these satellite stations that's equipment.
Well, that's one of the things. It's outdoor antennas.
Right.
Right? So what are they going to replace? The television or the brick workshop?
The brick workshop.
Yeah, not the TV. So, because what's replacement? Building or dwelling. And building and dwelling is what? Coverages A and B. The brick workshop is coverage B, and that's replacement as well. Got it? That's replacement, right? Okay, now, let me take it a step further, and this is what we're going to finish up with here, okay?
Okay.
So, customer calls you up. You know they have an HO3.
Mm-hmm.
They say, Michael, I was in the kitchen getting dinner ready, and I cut myself really badly with a knife. I needed to get a Band-Aid, so I ran for the kitchen, and while I was running to the kitchen, I got blood on my brand new white carpeting and my brand new white sofa. And then they asked the 2 standard questions. Is it covered? And what am I going to get? So let's do them one item at a time. So once again, the person's got an HO3. Is the sofa covered? Well, first thing we got to figure out is what letter is the sofa? So what letter is the sofa?
Coverage C, which is personal property.
It's personal property. And personal property in HO3 is covered how?
I forgot what this one is. It's
open named. Open dwelling, name contents. So what's the coverage on the sofa?
It's actual cash value.
Well, it's named, it's actual cash value, but we got to figure out first off, is it covered? So what letter is the sofa?
Coverage C.
And how is coverage C covered? Open name. So coverage C is going to be what? Named perils. All right. And you've read the named peril list. Remember seeing blood stain on the named peril list?
Yeah.
So is the sofa covered?
No.
Because it's coverage C and it's named peril.
Right.
Okay. What about the carpeting? Which letter is that?
That would be, because it's attached, you'd be covered there.
Exactly. So what is that one under an HO3?
Open.
Open perils. So is bloodstains covered under open perils? So open perils covers what? Everything except for what's on the excluded list. Remember seeing bloodstains on the excluded list? So is the carpeting covered? So it's covered. But the carpeting is covered how? Replacement or actual cash value?
No, would be covered as. I always.
Let's read the list one more time because somebody's not getting it.
I'm not.
All right, one more time. It's what?
Yeah. Awning, carpeting, household appliances, outdoor contenders, and any outdoor equipment.
Honey, I think he's getting it.
No.
All right.
Not.
So, customer calls you up and says, Brian, or says, Michael, I got blood on the carpet. I got blood on the sofa. Is it covered? What am I going to get? The carpet, the answer is what?
No.
Covered. The carpeting, though,
Yes.
covered, but now what am I going to get? Actual cash value. Oh, but it's brand new carpeting. So what's going to happen? Doesn't matter. It's still actual cash value.
Right.
However, how much depreciation does brand new carpeting have? Not very much.
Correct.
Right. That's what we're going to see. For example, we get to the business policies tomorrow, then a lot of stuff is covered on actual cash value. You go, well, but they have new stuff. They have new inventory. Well, if it's new inventory, how much depreciation is there on a brand new item? Answer's none, right? So then on a brand new item, there's literally no difference between replacement and actual cash value. Does it make sense? But then on our mind is there's a difference between those two. We have to keep that in mind. So I like to point those little things out so that you understand that. But it gets back to this main point, which is this. Remember, for property policies, and once again, liability is different. But for property policies, you have the two main pillars. And if you understand them, you got the whole thing. Which is what? What do we need to know? Is it covered? And what am I going to get? What's the cause of loss form? Open or special, named broad, named basic. And that tells us what? Is it covered or is it not? Because we know what's on those lists. And then the second question, what am I going to get? Okay, is it replacement, actual cash value, or agreed value? And then I don't care what situation they come up with. You're going to know the answer to those two questions if you understand those two pillars. So with the property policies, all we got to know is what? What is the cause of loss form? And what is the loss valuation? I can take it from there, brother. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta just study those colors.
Absolutely.
Read what they
So
are.
it makes those things are kind of important,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And don't forget, awnings, carpeting, household appliances, outdoor antennas, outdoor equipment. Got it now, right?
Yeah.
Outstanding. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and take our lunch break. I'll see you at 1:30. Any questions before we go?